All right, we are standing here at Grimsley High School with Coach Brown up here to check on one of the nation's top defensive tackles, Travis Shaw. Coach, tell us a little bit. We're going to talk about him on the field, but I'd like to find out what's he like as a person off the field.
We was just talking yesterday. Travis, guys gravitate to him. He just has an infectious spirit about him, and he can relate to all kind of people, and he has different friends and different groups of people that he hangs out with. So he's fun to be around. He has a lot of energy, a lot of excitement all the time, and just enjoys, like I said, being with here at school with different groups of people and being involved in different things.
What's this year been like for you? And obviously things are still unusual for you, having these kids and coaches trying to recruit these kids, and they can't come on campus and the kids can't go see them.
Yeah, it's been different for sure. Been a little bit tougher. Guys have done a lot of phone calls and FaceTimes and some Zoom meetings and things like that just to try to communicate with different schools and coaches. Guys like Travis and some other guys that we have in our program would love to be able to get on campus and see some of these places, and hopefully that'll come this summer. But right now, everybody's just kind of making the best of the situation.
Obviously, you've been doing this a long time. Recruiting's all about relationships. What do you tell Travis and your other guys? How do you feel that relationship out when you can't get that face-to-face?
Yeah, that's definitely been different. I just tell them just to kind of, go by their gut, kind of what feels right to them. And Travis is a smart guy, and he knows, talking with different schools and different coaches, what feels right, and who he kind of has a connection with, and he's just going to trust his instinct and go with what's best for him and his family.
What's your relationship meetings? What you've been able to have with Coach Bates?
Well, Coach Bates is awesome. He's been a great recruiter here in this area, and has we developed a good relationship with him the last few years, and I think a lot of him. He's very genuine and very honest with us all the time. So I know Travis has enjoyed his time with Coach Bates and speaking with him. So it's been a pleasure to kind of get to know him through this process.
All right, let's talk about Travis on the field. One of the top 2 or 3 defensive tackles in the country. What does he bring to the table now, and what do you see him translating to at the next level?
Well, right now, for our football program, he's huge, obviously. Does a lot of different things for us, is an exceptional leader within our football program, and as well as our basketball program, which he's a part of. But we do a lot of things that kind of revolve around him defensively, and teams a lot of times try to stay away from him. So we kind of gear things towards that. But moving along in the future, I think he's a guy that can play multiple positions up front. He can play nose, interior defensive line, or he's athletic enough to play on the edge as well. And I know a lot of guys talk about that. He's very athletic for his size. He stands at 6'6", 330 right now, but moves really well, and just a very intelligent player. Understands the game really well, and what offenses are trying to do. So I think the sky's the limit for him, and I know he's going to continue to work hard and just continue to progress each and every year.
How much has COVID hurt his development?
I haven't seen it hurt it at all. Travis is a guy that, when he's away from here, works extremely hard on his own. He's stays in the weight room, and his conditioning is good. Playing basketball nonstop helps with that, helps with his cardio. But it hadn't hurt at all. We've done a lot of different meetings and things as far as with what we do with our packages and things. So our coaches do a great job of teaching up our system, and he's always engaged in that stuff. So his development the past year really hadn't hurt at all. It'd be nice to kind of get him all back here at school all the time, and hopefully that's going to happen soon. But he'll be fine.
All right, last question for you, and I'll ask obviously Travis his favorites and all that, but just from your standpoint, which schools are recruiting the hardest to get Travis?
Well, about a year ago, it was probably 25, 30 different schools, but he's tried to narrow that list down a little bit. And obviously you have the ones that people talk about all the time, such as Clemson, and here in state, North Carolina, we hear from them quite a bit. And he has a good connection with Georgia and Ohio State, just to name a couple more. But, there's been several different schools, but those 4 probably have kind of, I guess got a little ahead of everyone else a little bit. But Travis has a lot of great opportunities in front of him, and I know he'll make the right choice.
All right, thanks, Coach Brown, for sharing some COVID info with us and sharing some information about Travis. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate it.